World Cup is in 9 days. I'm an American footy fanatic. It's my job to make it seem like you know ball. Here are the players you need to know so you don't look dumb watching the World Cup this summer. For France, if you don't know who Kylian Mbappe is by now, you've been living under a rock. Two other names you need to know: Ousmane Dembele and Michael Olise. Olise was born and raised in England, but he plays for France, and he has 88 goals and assists over his last 2 seasons for his club. That's outrageous. For Spain, if you haven't heard of 18-year-old Lamine Yamal, what are you doing? Some other names you need to know are Pedri, who plays in the midfield for Barcelona and is incredible, and then two underrated names in attack are Ferran Torres and Mikel Oyarzabal, who will both be strikers. Can Spain score enough to be a real threat this summer? That's the biggest question they have. For defending World Cup champions Argentina, obviously you have Lionel Messi, but two other names to know are striker Julian Alvarez and goalkeeper Emi Martinez. Both were massive in 2022 and will look to do the same this summer. For England, Harry Kane is the best striker in the world. He scored 64 goals in 56 games this season for Bayern Munich. You also have midfielder Declan Rice, who just won the Premier League with Arsenal, and another midfielder in Jude Bellingham, who has really struggled for Real Madrid this season, but always seems to turn it on for England. Brazil are not the world beaters that we knew them to be when we were growing up, yet they are still extremely talented. Neymar is in the squad, but he likely won't be a game in, game out starter anymore. There are 4 players from the Seleção to keep your eyes on. You have winger Vinicius Jr., defender Gabriel, midfielder Casemiro, and another winger in Rafinha. Portugal are one of the favorites in this tournament, and it's because their midfield trio of Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, and João Neves is probably the best in this tournament. Yes, they still have Cristiano Ronaldo, but he is 41 years old. It remains to be seen how much of an impact he'll actually have. Okay, speed round for the other top 10 nations by FIFA rankings. Netherlands, you have Virgil van Dijk, Frankie de Jong, and very underrated, but Daniel Mullen, who really balled out for Roma in Italy this season. For the best African team in the world, Morocco, you have Achraf Hakimi, you have Ismail Saibari, and everyone's favorite penalty taker, Brahim Diaz. Belgium, Jeremy Doku, Kevin De Bruyne, and Leandro Trossard. And for Germany, even though he was pretty brutal for Liverpool this season, Florian Wirtz is always dangerous. Joshua Kimmich is a stalwart for Germany. And in the attack, you have Kai Havertz. Their attack is looking pretty weak, but if he can get goals, they will be dangerous. If you want me to keep doing this for other nations, drop a comment.